Hi everyone, it's Becky from Northern Star Tarot and welcome to the weekly energy forecast for the week ahead beginning Monday the 20th of July. We've got the new moon coming up on Monday evening as well. New moon in Leo as we move into Leo season. So be sure to check out my exploration of Leo in the tarot and its relation to the Strength card. We can also look at how we can use Leo energy, whether you're a Leo or not. So I'll do a reading for that probably tomorrow. I'll give a shout out to my sister Ruth because she is a Leo, as well as her son, my nephew, my only nephew. Right, I was drawn to use this card as well. This is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Earth. Oh, what energy is coming up from Earth? That's a whole lot of stuff. Wisdom, desire, and the Father, which is the Emperor. Normally take 3, but I'm going to. Messages coming up from air. That's just me not being able to shuffle today. These cards, they are massive. I have quite big hands and I'm usually okay, but this deck, it's massive and it's floppy. Okay, we've got the 2 of earth coming up for air. So the 2 pentacles. Fire, what's coming up for the week ahead from fire? Messages from fire. Messages from fire for everyone for the week ahead. Thank you. And we've got the 7 of air. And water. Nice, we've got the 9 of water. Okay. Right, I said I would take all these because desire popped out. And while I was shuffling earlier, I always do a shuffle before I start recording as well, desire came out. So very much feeling that this is a theme of what do you desire? What is it you desire? So wisdom, and I'm feeling a whole lot of power to the earth energy here. And earth energy is our physical realm. It's the things we can see and touch and feel and stuff. So we've got the Hermit coming out, desire, and the Father, which is the Emperor. So I'm feeling like we're being asked to look inside, to sort of go inside, do some soul searching and see what it is that we desire. What do we want to accomplish? I find it interesting that see the earth energy is carried on into air, which is our thoughts and stuff, and it's just having that sort of preoccupation with where we're going. Where's our journey taking us? And the 2 of earth is all about balance. It's keeping things in balance, keeping that sort of focus. I think, did we have balance last week? I feel there was a the two of Pentacles came out, which is the 2 of earth. So that seems to be continuing into this week of, are we balancing our lives correctly? Are we giving enough time and attention to the elements that need time and attention? And this is coming up under thoughts this time. I believe it was in earth last time in our reality. So now it's like keeping our thoughts in balance, keeping that balanced. I'd say with this desire coming up, it's keeping that in balance, it's keeping that in check of are we focused on our goals? Are we given the time and attention that we need to give to our goals? It's something in my own personal life, like particularly over this lockdown period, I've been very focused on work things, which left a bit of an imbalance with my relationship and other responsibilities. So I can very much relate to that there. With fire, we've got the Seven of, what would be the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Air. And this asks us, what are we fighting for? Is it worth fighting for it? Now, usually in the tarot, Seven of Swords is about sort of, it can be seen as deceit or skillfully navigating a situation using our intellect. But this one feels a lot more, it's feeling like wisdom. It's feeling that same, it's almost like the Hierophant, isn't it? It's got that sort of vibe of preaching, and it's like living by the book, living by what the word that we are saying, living by our spoken word, living our truth. There. Trying to find the catchphrase for it. There you go. But this is coming up in fire with our passions. And air energy is all about logic, isn't it? So it's kind of, like I said, I'm feeling this needing to balance our desires and our goals, and sort of bring a bit of temperance to them, bring a little bit of balance, so that we are using our heads when we approach what it is that we are trying to achieve. I love that we've got water up in water, and of all the cards, the Nine of Cups. And this is getting that fulfillment, getting that abundance from the things that you put your time, your effort, your heart into, and your thoughts into. Very much feeling the divide here in terms of colours. There's a bit of sort of blue bleeding into here, but there's a whole lot of green over this side and like blue over this side. But it is just, sorry, I'm just picking up on that. I don't know if anyone knows like colour thing. I do have, let's have a look, I have got a little bit at the front of this book that goes on about colours and numerology. Blue symbolises communication, speech, expression, imagination and freedom. Blue is associated with the throat chakra, speaking your truth. So I can see why that's coming through there, of living by our truths. Are we chasing our desires with the highest intent, if that makes sense? I feel like he's having a proper think about it. And I feel like that, especially with wisdom here, wisdom is taking our time to explore these things, to make sure that we are going on the right path and heading the way we want, and with integrity. Integrity feels like a big word in this. Green symbolises love, health, balance, compassion and nurturing nature and abundance. It both calms and refreshes your energy and is a sign of renewal and growth. Green is associated with the heart chakra. So that kind of ties in nicely, that we've got a whole lot of putting our heart and our mind into the things we want to achieve, and keeping our integrity while we do it, if that makes sense. Right, do you know what? This feels like a sacred spirit time. I swear I'm using these so much more. I normally only save them for readings I'm doing for people who are on a spiritual journey, but I feel like we're all sort of on there at the moment, aren't we? I know everyone is on their path, but there's been lots of talk of lots of people going through an awakening this year. Given everything we've been through this year collectively, globally, and with the energy shifts that are happening throughout the universe, it's not just, well, sorry, throughout the galaxy. At the moment, the Earth is passing through the eye or the womb of the of the galaxy. I remember talking about this late last year and I had no idea what it meant. I was like, yeah, there's going to be massive energy shifts in 2020. And when everything sort of kicked off and locked down, it was like, oh my God, this is not how I thought it'd be. But yeah, it's quite interesting living through it, isn't it? I'm feeling it, feeling the energy shifts. Let's see. The overall advice for this week. Someone mentioned on my recent posts actually about what's better to use, tarot or oracle, or if there's a difference. And I was thinking about it like later on, because they always say tarot is a tool, so it's like an artist brush to an artist. So tarot is an art. Every reader has their own style, their own way of painting the picture, painting the scene and feeling the energies. I always say that the cards never lie. Whenever they've come out, like even when I've misinterpreted something ever so slightly, when the clients have said, well, this resonates like that, I'm like, right, I can totally see how that is. And it is kind of a difficult job really to be an interpreter for them, because the energies can play out in any aspect of your life. So it's how you, as a listener to that, apply it to your life. What is your desire? What is your goal? It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be anything. And that is the beauty of tarot, is that it's personal to you. It's how you use that energy. Sorry, I'll stop rabbiting. It just made me think about the artist brushes and the fact that I said I always use the oracle cards as well. I do value oracle cards, and these are by far my favourite. These are the Sacred Spirit reading cards. That's the overall advice for the week ahead. How are we growing? Oh, don't give me two. They're so long to read. Set your heart free and ground your energy. Wow. This is feeling a bit like feet on the ground, head in the clouds, isn't it? Just even looking at it. Guard your energy and spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. So I'll just have a quick read over both of them. I will just pick out pieces, or we will be here all day. This is a beautiful book that come with this deck, by the way. It's in colour. I love the layout. I love that it's got crystals, affirmations. Definite must for anyone who is on this journey themselves, who is on a spiritual journey. Okay, Guardian. Ground your energy, visualise positive outcomes. And the affirmation is, I am clearly guided by my divine guardian. I am protected always. Right now you must guard your energy fiercely. Be mindful of how you feel energetically around others. Exhaustion, fatigue, confusion, and clouded judgment is possible now if you allow yourself to be influenced by these energy vampires. Only you decide on a conscious or subconscious level if you wish to interact with these toxic energies. So already I'm feeling like this. The Hermit is all about, it's our lone journey. And I was saying about like speaking with integrity and sticking to our path. And that feels like this is sort of echoing it. This is bringing another layer to that, isn't it? Of, are we allowing other things external to us to influence our choices, to influence what path we take or how we take our path? It says, use careful practice in your holistic counselling, intuitive and healing practices as you are absorbing unwanted energy from others and need to clear and ground yourself after each session or experience to minimise mental and physical fatigue. Sorry, kind of went, got a bit stuck on one of the words there. Okay, so spiritual evolution. Forgiveness and compassion is needed now. Set your heart free. And the affirmation is, As my love and experience grows, the consciousness of my spirit evolves. Kind of want to read all of this, do you mind? Expansion goes together with spiritual evolution. Without the process of expansion, one cannot evolve spiritually. Expanding the heart and mind allows you to live a more wholesome and loving life with compassion, tolerance, and acceptance. There is no denying that learning through life experiences, good and bad experiences alike, encourages soul growth on a positive level. Like a caterpillar to a butterfly, talked about that a lot last week. Individuals must go through their own transformations if they wish to excel, achieve, or move forward in life. Seeking something better in the future requires a little faith in yourself. You can't always have everything straight away. Long-lasting success takes time to build. Evolving the spirit requires an individual to empty their spiritual backpack. Take out and remove experiences that are holding you back in life. Healing past issues, addressing karmic imbalances, and creating a balanced mind and body are all part of this process. Evolving the spirit takes time. It is a gradual process in which you need to do the work on yourself to achieve long-lasting effects. Right now, forgiveness is required if you wish to move forward in life. Sometimes you must accept an apology you know you might never receive. Forgiveness will set your heart free from an invisible control that has been existent over the situation. Forgiveness does not mean you will forget what has occurred. It means that you can live without it controlling your life any longer. Remove any past emotional and physical ties that are no longer serving you in the here and now, with love and gratitude, for that has brought you to this point in life where you are ready to change and let go of the past. Open your heart to your soul's calling. Your soul is calling you to be free. Wow, that's quite a powerful one, that one, isn't it? It reminded me of something, actually. For those of you that don't know, I've been looking more into shamanism and shamanism, however you want to say it. I'm going to stick with shamanism. But I did my first journeying practice as part of the, I've forgotten the name of the course. I am sorry, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Cultivating shamanic practices. So I did my first journey, guided journeying, in which we were kind of asked to speak to our subconscious. That's the best plain English way I can put it across to you. And it was quite an experience. So reaching a point where you can visualize and see your this inner being inside of you that has a voice. We just don't listen to it the way that we do our consciousness. And then asking it, what was my block? What was it that was blocking my way? And the words clear as day that came out was, I can't do this. And I suddenly realized that every sort of avenue that I've been down in my life, every career choice and stuff like that, I've reached a point where I've felt that I can't do it, I can't move forward, or I don't have the skills or the ability to move forward. And that was it was one of those things that when I said it, I knew it and I felt it and it had always been there. But because I'd sort of released it, I'd given it a voice, I'd let it out, it made it a lot easier to then look at how I can fix that, how I can change that. So I'd advise anyone, if they can, to do something similar. Just write your own. You don't have to follow anyone else's way of doing it. Put on some meditation music and do that internal journey. Just visualize walking inside yourself and speaking with your subconscious and asking it what's holding me back, what is stopping me getting my dreams and achieving what I desire. Okay, I hope that's been helpful, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.